Listen, here's the thing.
Enlighten me.
Like and subscribe, and if we get to 1,000 subscribers, I'll get my nipples pierced.
You can't back out of that now.
We make it there.
I'm going to get to 1,000 subscribers, and then you are going to have pierced nipples now.
Just...
And we're going to film it. Hello, welcome to bardicaggravation. That's Rick. That's Brandon. I'm Kent. It never changes. You know it. You love it or not. What are we doing today? Oh, we're doing the Rogue. We're doing the Rogue today, finally. Full disclosure, we have shot, this is our 5th time shooting the Rogue video. I don't know why the Rogue's so hard. It's the simplest class in the world.
That might be why it's so hard.
It probably is why. There's nothing. Sneak attack. Bye. That's pretty much the Rogue video.
That's Rogue D&D, yeah.
What we do here, if you're just catching us for the first time, is we compare DC20 classes to D&D classes. We are only doing the first 2 levels because the subclasses in DC20 aren't out yet. And even if they were, we'd still only be doing the first 2 levels because we got to start with the base class. And then we'll work our way up to the subclasses, which we can't wait to do. Normally, we've been doing the 2014 because the 2024 wasn't out, but now it is. So we're going to let you know how they improved the Rogue at levels 1 and 2 and compare the DC20 to that so that it's a fair contest.
It's going to be good.
It's going to be good. We don't know who's going to win because it's 2024 now and everything's changed.
I have a sneaking suspicion who is going to win.
So far, it's been pretty even.
But I think there is going to be a clear winner with this one. But we'll... what do you... Stop moving the skull around.
So the 2014 Rogue at first level gets something called expertise, which is very simple. You know, everybody gets proficiency in some skills that they choose to have proficiency in. 2 of those skills, you can double that proficiency bonus by saying, I'm now an expert in this, which cool. Stealth, good for a rogue. Agility, most rogues are going to pick that kind of thing.
Acrobatics?
Yeah, stuff like that. Sleight of hand, stealth, maybe acrobatics, so you can be more dodgy, but you get the picture. So they become an expert in 2 skills, which is cool. I like that. I've always liked that. Now this has been tweaked in the 2024, not in a good way. Now you do not get expertise in Thieves' Tools. That's not one of your choices. Because in 2014, you could take expertise with the Thieves' Tools. Nobody ever knew how that worked anyway. So I get why they said, nah, never mind.
It's a weird pile-on.
What do I add my proficiency to with Thieves' Tools? That's sleight of hand. Well, I already have expertise in sleight of hand. Well, then it doesn't matter, does it? Well, stealth? Who cares? Expertise does not pertain to any tools at all, including Thieves' Tools. So you can't do it. Which is fine, because you just use your sleight of hand or whatever stupid thing you get to do.
Well, the tools do now just give you a plus. It should at least give you a plus.
I don't know what tools do. They tried to fix those in Xanathar's. It was a good attempt. I'll give them a B+ for effort, but still nobody uses it. You also get sneak attack.
That's what we're waiting for, right there.
Sneak attack is the rogue's bread and butter. You fight dirty, and you're a little twat, and you run up and you stab somebody when they're not looking, or whatever it is, and you get a 1d6 at level 1. Add it on to your damage roll. You have to have advantage, or they have to be something, or you get them flanked. You can always get sneak attack, but you still have to go through the motions and pretend like you're doing something to get sneak attack.
I don't think you have to be a twat to do that.
Well, you fight like a twat.
No, you do not.
Not everyone.
You're highly skilled
at being a twat. Yes, there are subclasses that, like the swashbuckler, that they're not sneaky. They're a duelist, but it's still called sneak attack. So I don't know.
It's a misnomer. You get your expertise skills and your sneak attack also in 2024.
Mm-hmm.
That's what you get.
That's what you get.
Well, yeah, sneak attack is where it's at, man.
Right. That's, you just do that over and over for the entire year you're playing the campaign, and how much fun. That's so much fun.
Yeah.
Just to do the same thing over and over and over and over and over. My God. Also at level 1, the new thing is they get weapon mastery. Every martial class in D&D gets this. This is the big new toy that's supposed to make everybody migrate and use the new rules because you get weapon masteries now. Rogues get 2 of them.
Hooray!
These are little extra things your weapon does when you use your weapon. But the rogue is going to be probably Nick with your dagger your scimitar or whatever, and the other one, they give you advantage, or they do what else do they do? Things you can hit another person. It's cool. It's a
Something.
little added extra something. It's
Something.
It's not anything crazy at all. It's not even exciting.
Oh my god, it's groundbreaking. It's gonna change the game. It's gonna
What's
make
going
it
to change
so
the
much
game?
greater.
Brandon, what could it be?
Get excited about D&D, guys.
I am. I'm so excited. I mean, I can't wait to use weapon masteries.
Mm-hmm.
Because it gives you more choices of what you can do on your turn. No, it doesn't.
It
It
sucks.
doesn't. Not at all.
It
Nope.
just does a thing, right?
Yeah.
It just does a thing.
It does a thing.
It's not like, oh, should I use this on my turn, or should I do this on my turn, or should it? No, it's same sneak attack. Just do it. Get it over with. Let's move on. And you're sneaking, attacking with your weapon, and it does a thing now. It's a nice little perk,
Give an extra
it
attack.
doesn't reinvent the wheel, and it doesn't fix all the problems that are wrong with the combat and stuff in D&D. It's a new toy to play with till you get bored of it very quickly. That's all it is.
All right. So we'll talk about what's broken. We've done that. How do we fix it?
Well, you play DC20.
That's what you do.
It's already fixed. They fixed it.
They fixed it.
That's the reason we love it so much. Right off the bat, the DC20 Rogue it's a martial class. It gets maneuvers, just like a battle master in D&D. All marshals get this stuff.
Nice.
They get 3 attack maneuvers, and then they get 4 more maneuvers of their choice, whether they want to be grapple maneuvers or defense maneuvers or impart a condition maneuvers. Right away, there's 7 different choices of what you can do on your turn. I know I sound like a broken record if you've been watching us, but it's trying to get the message out there, because I don't know what else I have to do to make
all
it
about
clear
choice.
that it's about the choices.
It's all about
to do.
choices you have.
You're never going to get bored on your turn when right off the bat you have 7 choices, just default. Apart from the maneuvers, they also get cunning action.
Ooh.
D&D gets this at 2nd level, but it's different. It's different. I'm not even sure that it's better. So you have actions you can take called disengage, hide, or feint. Not the feint. Show them with the not feint. Not that feint. Not that feint.
Ooh.
It's the feint where you pretend to hit somebody and, When you take either one of these actions, immediately before or immediately after, you get 2 free spaces of movement. So if you're trying to hide and you can't get there, you get 2 more spaces to get there. You've been using this in the game. How is it helping you practicality-wise?
Just like I said, it kind of helps me move around somebody, or if I want to disengage, I can actually get further away.
So if you've used all your movement and you still want to disengage, you can get 2 spaces away.
You still get 2 free spaces. I used it for feint. I've used it for feint, so I've gone up and done a feint, and then used it to get in position behind somebody.
So you're saying it's coming in handy.
It does work.
So then you get what's called a debilitating strike. This is their answer to sneak attack. It's not the same, so pay attention. You're going to spend 1 of your stamina points when you make an attack. What you spend is not really important, but when you make an attack, you can impart a condition. You can use this debilitating strike to deafen somebody. You can expose somebody, which next attack is advantage on them.
Yes.
You can slow somebody 2, so it's double slow. Your secret double slowed, or you can hinder them. And if you hinder them, then their next attack, whether it's magical or martial, doesn't matter, it has disadvantage. Because they're hindered. They're not at the top of their game. Because what did you do to them to hinder them, Brandon?
Poke them in the eyeball.
That would be blinded.
No, they're not blinded. They're just like, my eye. They can't do anything.
All right, I still feel like you're double dipping, but whatever.
I've whacked them in the hand. Now they can't hold their sword right.
Okay.
There you go.
Hindered. This is what your debilitating strike does. It's a 2-parter you'll see coming up, because this sets your rogue up for their actual damage part of this thing. But you're also setting up your other party members for these things. Once you create these conditions, it can help the next person in line behind you. That's their turn.
And the last thing you get is skill expertise. So what this means at level 1 is your skill mastery level goes up by 1. So when you start off and you get your X amount of skills,
Yes.
You can start putting points in at level 1 in novice. As a rogue,
To any skill. You're a novice. The skills you want to be proficient in, you're considered a novice.
Correct.
Novice.
As a rogue with this skill expertise, you can go up to adept.
Beautiful.
Is it adept or adept?
I don't know how to. Whatever. Adept. Sure. Adept. You're adept.
Adept with the E.
Adept. You can go up to adept with your skills. So you can take your skills and put 2 points into them as a first level.
And you get an extra skill point, don't you?
One more.
Nobody else can do that at level 1. You're better than everybody else in the party, really, aren't you? You can say that and you can mean it. I'm better than you.
No, you can't.
You're an adept. Everybody else is just a novice. I'm better than you.
I'm better than you.
At what?
Everything.
Life?
In the pursuit of happiness, yes.
You have children. You automatically lose. I win in the pursuit of happiness because I don't have children.
So that's what you get at level 1. DC20. Rogue. I think it's awesome.
Good. That's great.
Grand.
Good job. There's your level 1 comparison. Now we're going to go to level 2 because that's what comes after 1. Just in case you were wondering.
Level 2. Wondering. Level 1.
What a play on words on that.
Level
we
2
got?
D&D. We're not even calling it 5e anymore. It's just D&D, right? You'll know what we're talking about when we say D&D. So, level 2, now we know all the rogues in D&D get their cunning action. We talked about that first level. It's different. You're basically just using a bonus action. You get a bonus action move to use disengage, dash, or hide. That comes in pretty handy for rogues. Nobody has a problem with the cunning action. So you're bopping around the battlefield and hitting people, and then you just
It's a great ability.
getting out, and
It's
then they
really
can't
one of the
opportunity
best.
attack you. It's great.
It's really good for bonus action.
So Rick's been playing a rogue, again, in our playtest, DC20. So you've used both of these cunning actions.
Yes.
Which one would you say is better? The DC20 one's kind of better, or are they both good for their system?
They're both great for their system. I think both of them work great for their system. I
So
mean, when
you couldn't say one's better than the other, though, right?
No, I would. I mean, it's such a good use of your bonus action in
Yeah,
D&D.
right.
I mean, there's so many times where you're like, okay, my turn's over and I don't have a bonus action. Whereas as a rogue, playing a rogue in D&D 5e, that you were always disengaging. You were always moving forward and back and fight.
I didn't know what a bonus action was because nobody was explaining it to me. So no, I didn't ever use it.
You used it all the time.
Hardly
By
ever.
the time when you got to level 12, you figured it out.
Yeah, probably literally by level 12, I figured that out. And then I was like, oh, this is great. Could have been doing this the whole game. This is why we like DC20 better. You get 4 actions. You don't have to explain that. Even
don't.
Brandon understands that.
Yeah, I'm such a lame person in the head that I understand that you can do 4 things on your turn.
Stop beating yourself up like that. Write that in your journal. Your manifesto.
I don't have my pencil.
Oh, his pen went straight to hell.
It's down there if you want to get it.
I can't.
Come on.
Don't put myself down.
If you put yourself down, you got to tell yourself how stupid you are for putting yourself down.
Got to double down. Got it.
So we're going to call that a tie then, right? The cunning action?
Yeah, I think
DC,
it's, yeah,
we
think
did
so.
tell you?
Pretty close, yeah.
So
It's a wash.
It's good. That's good.
it's a wash.
We're still way ahead because of the maneuvers, but that's all you get 2014, right?
That's it.
That's
Yeah,
it.
That's all you got was your cunning
done.
action.
You're done.
But then came 2024 to save the day.
Dun, dun, dun.
And they're trying to convince you, I've seen it in the writing, this is a brand new thing. It's not brand new. This has been in Tasha's. Tasha's has been out for what, 5 years, 6 years? It's not brand new. Everybody uses Tasha's. Everybody uses steady aim.
Oh, you're right.
So stop trying to gaslight us with this brand new thing that's never been seen by the human eye before. We've all been using it. Steady aim. If you don't move, you give yourself advantage on your next attack as a rogue. Just don't move, stay where you are. So hopefully you're hidden or on a rooftop. It's the best time to do this kind of thing. You're in a corn maze and you just don't move. And then the next time you attack from a distance or, you're standing right next to it. What's confusing? I see the confusing.
Doesn't the D&D Ranger get the same thing?
No? What are you talking about? Wait, what?
It's a very good use of bonus action, though.
Yes, it
yeah.
is.
It is.
It's enough because now, you got to decide cunning action or steady aim. Now you got 2 good choices for your bonus action.
Yeah, you have a lot of good choices.
This gives the rogue some choices. Actually, if you want to include the fact that you got 3 things to do on your cunning action, you got 4 choices of what you can do on your turn. I'd say that's pretty good.
Yeah.
Well,
For
they just,
D&D,
well, they
nobody
just
else-
add that to cunning action then. Why did it have to be its own thing?
For real.
Just add it to it.
It's still using your bonus action.
So that's what you get at level 2. You just get basically another use of your bonus action.
Mm-hmm.
Really cool.
Really great.
Awesome.
Really fantastic.
I like it.
I think they've
Top
really,
notch.
Best thing ever.
They really rounded out the rogue in 2024.
They really did.
Awesome.
Vote rogue in 2024.
Yep. And don't ever miss another sneak attack with this rogue.
So, DC20, second level. the rogue gets a thing called cheap shot. This is the part 2 of your debilitating strike. So this is where your sneak attack comes in because you're getting +1 damage, which we always reiterate, that's a lot in DC20. It doesn't sound like it, but it is because the hit point pool is much lower. So you +1 damage to anybody that you are flanking or that has a condition. Now, if you followed us, as a good rogue, you should have put a condition on somebody with your debilitating strike so that now when you hit them, they get +1 damage. But, you know, the rest of your party is also putting conditions on people if they're doing their job, so you can hit anybody that's got a condition and do an extra damage. So it's not like you're just doing 1 damage. You're still doing the damage you do from your strike, and you're still doing any you rolled above heavy, brutal hits. And then you can also add this one. So you can do a lot of damage in one turn with this, just like sneak attack. If you plan it correctly and you do it right, it's not that, is it? Was it hard that?
No, there's conditions everywhere on the battlefield.
Conditions everywhere. It's a condition parade.
Everybody has a condition on them somehow. So really, it's easy to get cheap shot off.
Cheap shot. You're
Cheap shot.
a rogue. You're just doing cheap.
And if you can't, then you just move around and flank. You use your old debilitating or your cunning action to move 2 extra spaces to get around somebody.
So in addition to cheap shot, you get something called evasion.
Yes.
Which this is a reaction. You spend your action point, obviously, and you can half damage things that you can see.
Just half damage them?
Yeah.
With half of your damage?
You take half damage, okay?
Half damage to what you can see.
To effects against you, attacks and effects.
Half damage. Let's just deconstruct that sentence.
Clear that. I think it was
You can
right, but
half
they're wrong
damage
order.
things you can see.
Yes.
I'm not feeling super violent today. I'm just going to do half damage on you.
No.
Let that be a lesson to you.
Oh my god. No. So attacks against you, you can use your reaction and you take half that damage. That not only does that go for melee martial attacks, it can also, if you see like a fireball coming at you, a spell attack, you can half damage that. And if you have
You just said it. You just said it again. You can half damage a fireball. Take that fireball. Half
Hit it
damage.
right back to somebody else.
Next
Half
time it's going to
damage
be full damage. So you better stay there in that wand.
Quit being so mean.
Oh my god. So like for like fireball, you can choose to evade it and take half damage.
Why wouldn't you? If I saw a fireball coming, would you have to decide, what do I do? Should I evade it or not?
Nah.
If you have to make a save for it and you succeed, you take no damage.
Right. Just like evasion
Yes.
in D&D.
Which you get at?
Level 7.
You had to wait all the way to level 7.
7.
And it's just like Uncanny Dodge.
At
5.
level 5. So you're getting
This is level 2.
You're getting this at level 2.
So it's uncanny dodge and evasion rolled up into one,
Called evasion.
and it's at level 2 because this is very roguey. It's kind of basic rogue 101.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know why you'd have to wait till level 7 to go, oh, I finally cracked this nut. I finally figured out how to dodge stuff.
What else do you get at level 2,
So,
Ken?
and like everybody else, you get a talent.
Love
You
them.
get a talent. You can spend that talent at 2nd level. It's a feat. So if you want to up one of your might, your agility, you can just bump that up 1. Or you can do something much more cool with it, and you can multi-class. You can take one 1st level feature from any other class you want to, or you can just go, I'm a martial class as a rogue. I'd like to do some spell casting, and I'm going to take this spell mastery path. And then you're going to get some mana points. You're going to get a spell and a cantrip and fun stuff like that. If you're a spellcaster, the reverse is true. I'd like to bash some heads in with a sword or a hammer. I'd like to kick some ass and take names and I'm out of bubble gum and whatever you say.
We need a whole
A lot
video
of things
on
you can
that.
do with the talent. Plus, there's individual
So
class
much.
things you can do. There's going to be a menu of stuff as your class, your subclass that you can take. So yeah, but everybody gets one. Changes the game. It's a game changer.
That's what you get at level 2.
So there it is. There's the comparison, the full comparison between the two rogues, DC20, D&D 2024 and 2014, just to make sure we covered all the bases. You decide which one you think is better.
It's quite obvious to me.
Quite obvious to everybody, and probably too if you're watching this, I imagine. You still might not want to play the game because you're like, yeah, it's better, but I'm still playing D&D. Okay, that's fine, but give it a try. It's easy enough.
Try it out.
It's yeah.
Just try it. I mean, the rogue I've been playing has been fun. It's been exciting. And I've been able to do a lot of damage and actually hide and do a bunch of different things.
Because I have noticed actually,
Just so many different choices.
because we played every game you play, there's a rogue in your party somewhere, and you know what they're gonna say, and he's always coming up with some crazy crap. I'm like, what? I forget what class he is sometimes because he's doing crazy crap.
Crazy crap class.
Fun.
Right here. Crazy
It's
crap.
really fun.
It's fun to
He's
do all
setting
these new
things up
things.
for other people. He's making crazy combo moves. I'll add this to this with my maneuver, and then I'll add this thing to this condition, and then all of a sudden the DM's like, "You just exploded my monster," and one hit. It's great.
Boom.
Without even sneak attack.
Without even doing a sneak attack, no.
If you want to play this game for yourself and you want the PDF, its link is down below. Go to his website, get the PDF. If you do get this version of the PDF, all subsequent versions are going to be coming to you for free. So you just buy it once and done.
And subscribe. Help us out.
Subscribe, like.
Subscribe.
I think we said that, but it bears repeating.
Comment and let us know what idiots we are.
No.
If you want to see more about conditions, because we talked about conditions a lot because the rogue is all condition crazy, go to watch our friend Claudio Wild. His video is all about the conditions. He had some crazy charts and graphs and links.
Oh, yeah,
and
that chart is nuts.
makes it very clear about these conditions, and it's still a lot of information to take in. But check him out. Brand new channel. Show him some love. If you want to know about how to use some improv skills, how to learn some improv skills to be a better role player, we have a video that you can watch for that too. We have one talking about your voices and your accents. We have one just talking about just doing it. And if you like that stuff, click on it so we know you want more of it. If not, we're not going to make any more. Bye.